Hi, so we're going to talk about 4 types of precipitation. So, of course, rain is just falling drops of liquid water. It's the most common type of precipitation. And then there's snow. It falls when the temperature in the cloud is below freezing, below 32 degrees. And we did not get a lot of snow this year, but sometimes in Virginia we can get a lot of snow if it's cold enough. And if we have precipitation, then we will have snow. Sleet. Sleet is rain that freezes as it falls. So if the cloud isn't cold enough, but then as it's falling, the air is colder, then it can freeze as it falls. And it's little drops of ice. Hail forms when drops of rain freeze, and then the strong wind carries it back higher up into the cloud, and then it refreezes over and over and over. So hail happens in the spring or summertime when it's warm enough that it will melt and refreeze and then refreeze again. So sleet is usually in the winter time, and hail is more of a warm weather frozen precipitation. I want to show you a video of what hail looks like. A lot of times it will be sun shining and warm weather when the hail happens. But I want you to see what it looks like. This is large hail, the size of baseballs. And you can hear how loud it is when that frozen ball of ice, all those frozen hail balls of frozen ice hit. It's really, really loud. And it can damage cars, put dents in the cars. So if there was a hailstorm, you would want to be inside because those could hurt. Okay, these are the weather instruments that we're learning about. A thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the air. And we've talked about that we use Fahrenheit in this country most of the time to measure our temperature on a thermometer. So the thermometer just measures how hot or cold it is, which is what we call temperature. The anemometer measures how fast the wind is blowing, the speed of the wind. And you know, in our earlier video, we talked about that day that the wind speed was 8 miles per hour. And that's just a breeze. It's not too strong of a wind. But of course, when it's a windy day, we could have wind gusts of 20 to 30 miles per hour. And then if there's a big storm, or like a tornado or a hurricane, you're going to have much stronger winds than that. And an anemometer measures how fast the winds are blowing or the speed. Now, the weather or wind vane measures the direction of the wind. It just tells us which way the wind is going. So if you were going to fly a kite or throw your paper airplane, you might care what direction the wind is going. That would help blow what you're putting into the air. If you are a pilot of an airplane, you would really care which direction the wind is going, because if you're flying your airplane and the wind is blowing against you in the opposite direction, you're going to need more fuel because your plane's going to have to work harder with the wind pushing you back. Then a rain gauge is like a fancy measuring cup. It just collects rain, sleet, snow, or hail to show how many inches of precipitation we have. So when you listen to a meteorologist talk about the weather, they will often talk about how many inches of rain or precipitation we've had over a certain period of time. So when it's really, really dry and there's a drought, then we don't have many inches of precipitation. When we have lots and lots of rain, many inches of precipitation, is when we could have flooding.